Hey, Gifted. How are you? Shiesty or no shiesty? Okay. Shiesty or no shiesty? Shout out to, Bubba for the situation. Oh, yeah, I can do that with y'all. Can't do it with y'all either, but y'all look that way for a second. They were like, MD's explosion. This one. Swap shirts, you know what I'm saying? They've got stuff. We rocking with this. Oh yeah, got this too. I don't know if I want to rock the shiesty. Maybe for another live, but yeah, it's decent whole time. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's alright. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's decent whole time. Like, it's cool. They do what they do, you know. Shout out to the bros. You know what I mean? Shout out to those that know. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Let me put the shiesty right here. On top of those shoes. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I'm cool. I ain't doing too much. Honestly. I got a new cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So, like that motherfucker. Oh, I gotta move my fucking helmet. Now that I think about this shit, this helmet is, yeah. I don't even know what the fuck that is. What did I put in front of you? My speaker. That wasn't smart. Waiting on eats as we speak. Tonight's supposed to be game night, so we'll see how that shit goes. But, yeah, you know. Let's get this going. I don't know who you are. I know, right? Candles do something. You feel me? Candles are the shit, in my opinion. I love a great smelling candle. You know what I mean? Like, honestly. It's not bad. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm doing it now. It's 36 Club shit as we speak. So let me get this started. Once again, this is something that came to be from here, actually, from Bigo type shit. Talking to sis was like, hey, yeah, they talk about 27 Club, but no one talks about the 36 club, or there should be a 36 club. So I'm like, all right, bet, I got you. We're gonna try this shit and try to get through this shit as fast as possible because I hate to tell y'all, but yes, I do write scripts. So yeah. All right. This is what you would call a beat detective episode. If you look it up on YouTube, there's gonna be the playlist I probably put the shit under. But I want y'all like try to lock in with me on this one, please. You know what I mean? If you can. Like I said, this shit made me think a lot, so that's why I kind of brought it to actually making it into an episode type shit because there we go. Because it just seems easier that way. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes more sense. Oh shit! I forgot about shit. I got you. Sure, why not? It's just Squish Arcana, and you'll find it. Like it ain't nothing like major. Just take my name, put it in on YouTube. You'll find me. You'll see the thumbnail. It should be some shit. Well, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's a wild take. It was just something that we was thought about type shit, and yeah, it's not. No, I'll try to make my name the same thing on everything, so I'm not hard to find. And if someone says I am, then you probably aren't looking hard enough. You feel me? And I don't know if y'all know me well enough, but if you do, I can't not see a bunch of coincidences and then automatically yell conspiracy. I actually like try to do the investigative work type shit and see what's really cracking to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, are they playing games with us or, you know, what's going on type shit. So let me move this over here. Let me see which mic I'm using. Okay, we good. One song where I like to play in the background. I kind of need something creepy for this, so I want to play Swamp Rituals. All right. Move you back to where I had you type shit. All right. So, as we can all tell around this motherfucker, the episode is 36. The number I'm pinpointing is 36. That's it. Well, and that's because apparently, oh, my mic fell out the little whoop. Poor little thing. Right. All right. Sorry for the feedback on that, because my hand was definitely just smacked the fuck out of it, but it's okay, you know. But there's a whole list of people who made it to 36. Celebrated birthdays, made plans, went to work, performed, posted pictures, fell in love, life shit, raised children, built careers, and then they never made it to 37. And when you start putting some of these names together, you think of Marilyn Monroe, Bob Marley, Princess Diana, Robin Harris, if you've seen Bebe's Kids, DJ Am, Rich Cronin, Gigi Allin, Marisa Roth, Stephanie Buttermore, and now we have Hayden Panettiere. All gone at 36. And before y'all do it, yes, Squish, did you know there's a 27 club, right? Yeah, I know. And that's the part that kind of brings this shit together. Because everybody knows about or something about the 27 club. But what really happens when we start looking at another age? Why 36? Is 36 a strange danger zone? Is there something biological happening? Um, some statistical anomaly? Who knows? That's what I'm saying, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, B. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But also, you can think of it like this too. You feel what I'm saying? Are we doing what human beings have done since the beginning of time? Kind of painting a picture or seeing patterns in tragedy, and that's kind of what I want to get into. You feel me? Let's do this as a small disclaimer type shit. What up, all shit? Um, I'm not trying to convince you that like the number is cursed, all that shit, right? Right. I'm just here to investigate whether the pattern in the shit is even real. Like, is it some shit to talk about? You feel what I'm saying? What up, True Blue? Um, to me, there is a big difference. All right, now, as you can tell by the disclaimer, all right, it's not officially recognized as, you know what I'm saying, the 36 Club. This the group of people that died at 36, kind of like Hayden, Panettiere, and a few more other people, Bob Marley, a few others. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's not recognized as like some scientific phenomenon or no shit. So we're not gonna say that. There's not like a doctor sitting in the laboratory like, damn, he hit 36. Someone get the defibrillator. We got to do some shit to him. No, that's not how this view really works. Um, there's no established medical evidence saying that 36 is some magical biological expiration date to where you get unalived. That's not what I'm saying. But once you become famous or you put famous people, dead people into a list, your brain starts doing the rest, filling in blanks, all type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my main topic. I'm doing this on YouTube too. So yeah, this is like more so just a straight episode type shit. November Scorpio. That's wild. What's up though? Um, you see Marilyn Monroe, you see Bob Marley, you see Princess Diana, and then you see the most recent Hayden Panettiere. Uh, she's dead at 36. 5 days before what would have been her 37th birthday. No, no, no. See, that's a loaded one there. Gifted. That's crazy. Um, but when you think about that shit, your brain naturally says, "Hold the fuck up." I I understand why, but the shit is just eerie. You feel what I'm saying? But eerie doesn't always equate to supernatural, even though in most times it does. But that's the line we're gonna walk into tonight. So we're gonna start with Marilyn Monroe. One of the bigger names on the list type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we do have a one. What was it? 800 bingo. So yeah, if y'all help a nigga with that, I greatly appreciate it. But she was born June 1st, 1926. That's wild. That my grandma was born 3 years after Marilyn Monroe. That's fucking crazy. But nonetheless, June 1st, 1962, which is weird. Now, let's just talk about this real quick. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm catching both these motherfuckers. All right. June 1st, 1926, right? She dies. Oh, well, not well. Yeah, yeah. We'll get to that part. But nonetheless, June 1st, 1962, she turns 36. The two and the six are flipped. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Just a simple observation. But I'm just saying. Um, this is where it kind of gets weird because she didn't turn 36 and die the next day. She didn't die the next month. she lived another 65 days. You feel what I'm saying? What else were we 16? And during those 65 days, she was still living her life as Marilyn Monroe, famous, working, still being photographed, and still really trying to figure out the next chapter of her life. I feel you feel what I'm saying. Like death wasn't on her mind. And just weeks before her 36th birthday, she was standing in Madison Square Garden, coincidentally singing "Happy Birthday" to President JFK. You feel what I'm saying? Flip dates do kind of, you feel what I'm saying? That 1926, 1962, that's kind of weird. But that's just a simple observation. Now, when you're looking at the footage of Marilyn Monroe smiling, performing, surrounded by thousands of people, as she should be, nobody is really watching the moment knowing they're watching one of the final chapters of her life type shit. You feel me? June 1st, 36th birthday, July comes, August, and then August 4th, her final day alive. And when you think, thank you, Gifted. Thank you, Jen, for the like. And when you think about that shit, August 5th, she's dead. You feel me? I got chat right there, so we good. We're gonna, yeah. Ooh, thanks. Thank you. And thank you again. I appreciate you. I love you. Love you too. The nakedness is crazy around this piece. But yeah. I might eat on live, I might not. I don't know. Okay, but nonetheless, threw me the fuck off. Oh shit. August 5th. Yeah, that's where I was at. She's dead. Out of there. Boop. Dead. You feel what I'm saying? And her death was actually ruled a probable suicide from an overdose. But I also feel like that's a very common diagnosis on the autopsy type shit, especially with celebrities. Whitney Houston included. And I think there's something up with Mount Sinai, the hospital, because it seems like if you're a celebrity and go in that bitch, don't expect to come home. And that seems like where all the celebrities end up going, passing away. Coincidentally in California, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, just me doing me. That's all. You know what I mean? Now, what the fuck is a probable suicide is crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like probable is like there's doubt in that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not extreme doubt, but there's like some this might not, you feel what I'm saying, go the way we thinking it's going. But that's a whole nother story for another day. You feel what I'm saying? What? Oh, okay, say less. I got you. I can say that Marilyn Monroe's death was very controversial. Even decades later, still not really sure how the fuck that went down. You know what I'm saying? Now when we look backwards, everything starts to look like some sort of sign. 909 Mopars, what's happening? Appreciate you for the like. The photographs, trying to piece together that last day or so of her final times and moments alive. The last interviews, last songs, especially them last relationships, you know what I'm talking about. The birthday significance, like I said, the numbers switching. in that final night of her life, she wasn't living as if she knew she was creating a documentary for us or something that we would use for a documentary years later. You know what I'm saying? She was just really trying to live her life, but at the same time, not knowing that like that was it. Finito. Your ass is about to be out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that seems to be or become a reoccurring theme in all this shit. You feel me? Bob Marley. Um, he was born February 6th, 9th. No, he was not February. No, that's wrong. That I put that horribly wrong. He turns 36 on February 6th, 1981. But his story is a little bit different because Bob already knew he was sick. And, you know, the whole cancer shit. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about 36 Club, and I might get into some more shit. You feel me? Try to get this shit ran through real quick. I'm fucking with it. All right, we doing chicken Alfredo for the one time. Okay, I'll fuck with it. But yeah, he had melanoma. The cancer eventually spread, but this also kept Bob Marley moving. Do I find it a big coincidence that one of the most influential people in music gets sick, terminally sick? Yeah, just a little bit. Can I prove it? No. But do I think it? Yes. Um, Bob Marley kept creating, kept performing. Ultimately, he just kept doing what Bob Marley did. And this is something people don't always understand about somebody who's sick. Of course, shit show. Because I didn't understand it about my mom. I was like, you're sick, but you want to go to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, she wanted to stay busy, and I didn't understand that shit. But I also understand that knowing you might die doesn't necessarily mean you stop living. Sometimes it makes you live harder in some ways. You feel what I'm saying? In April 1981, Jamaica gives Bob Marley the Order of Merit, one of the country's highest honors, which is kind of, you know what I mean? Like, see, there you go. Gifted, hey, she vouched for it. So long as y'all picking up what I'm putting down, you know what I mean? I found out it's kind of weird that he's getting the highest honor right before he dies. But I mean, sometimes maybe that's the ending of a cycle when that happens or aligns for people in this situation. Maybe things start coming together because it's the end of your journey. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Just once again, my thoughts. At this time, he's being celebrated, he's being recognized, and he's still contributing. You know what I'm saying? He's still who he is. He's still Bob Marley. But ultimately, his body is the one that's losing the fight. You know what I'm saying? And following month, May comes. His condition worsens, and he tries to make it back to Jamaica, but he ends up in Miami. Excuse me, May 11th, 1981. Bob Marley dies at 36. And he had just celebrated his 36th birthday just 3 months later. Earlier. I don't feel like the age 36 killed Bob Marley, but I do feel like, okay, if this is a numbers thing, 3 plus 6 is 9. And 9 is usually like let me make sure I say this right, because you know how motherfucking people be. Um, other than like a universal number, but okay. According to this little situation, number 9 is a highly spiritual number, symbolizing spiritual enlightenment, spiritual awakening, universal love, humanitarianism, service to humanity, generosity, selflessness, inner strength, setting a positive example, and divine wisdom. So, what's up, Rosemary? What's up, Chelsea? Jasmine? So, I mean, I feel like that number does play a part in like the closing cycle ending of some shit. You feel me? So, yeah, that's just me. But like I said, these are just my thoughts. But honestly, when you putting his name next to Marilyn Monroe, um, seeing the number 36, and then kind of starts the rabbit hole. Now, when we talk about Robin Harris is someone more comedic, I feel like Robin Harris was more in your face. You know what I mean? But um, I hope that everyone in this room knows who Robin Harris is. If not, go educate yourself. It's okay. It's all right. Prima, what's up? How you doing? Um, he was funny as a motherfucker, really. House Party, Do the Right Thing, Harlem Nights, classic, and of course, Bebe's Kids. Crazy and oddly enough, like, oh, that's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. All right, August 30th, 1989. Robin Harris turns 36. It's fucking weird. That's fucking crazy. I could have sworn Robin Harris was older than that. But nonetheless, we're gonna keep it moving. Um, his career is moving, and to me, he really passed away in the prime of his life on some shit. I can't even say the prime. I don't think Robin Harris really had hit like his peak yet. His career is doing what it's doing. He's everywhere. Um, Oddly enough, his wife is pregnant, which is crazy. You know how they say sometimes that one life leaves in order for another to come in, type shit. Um, he's still working, performing, building, and then March 18th, 1990, he performs in Chicago. Later, he goes back to his hotel. He goes to sleep, and he doesn't wake up. Is that not the craziest shit in the world? Now, I'm not gonna say nothing wild, but I feel like location is they play a part in a lot of this shit. What's up, Jasmine? Um, and I feel like Chicago is one of them places. Like, it's not just bad because it's bad. Like, you feel me? If that makes sense. Like, I don't feel like that way about any place. Like, if you have a high crime rate or murder rate, a motherfucker just being like, like just like it's a free for all. I don't believe it's just a coincidence that it just happened in this certain area. I feel like it's a ley line, some old shit that took place here on the land. I just feel like it's more to it than just people wanting to kill each other. But that's just me once again. Um, as far as Robin Harris, that was cardiac arrhythmia, which is wild. But also, if you know his background, I feel like it correlates. You know what I mean? But then it's like I don't see how his wouldn't have been possibly an overdose either. You know what I mean? Excuse me, because if you know, you know. Search about Robin Harris. But the stories are different. But you look at it, Marilyn was an overdose, Bob was cancer, Robin was a heart problem or heart issue. Different people, different lives, different causes, same age. Kind of weird. All right, now we're going to Gigi Allen. This shit's gonna take a hard left. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gigi Allen, yeah, this dude lived his life like he was trying to piss death off himself. August 29th, let me give y'all a backstory on him real quick. Because I feel like I had to do it, so I'm just not gonna assume that everybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about as far as who this person is. Maybe I should show this. That might help. That's bro right there. You feel me? So yeah, that's how he coming. You feel me? He was an American punk rock musician. Also went through a lot of groups. He was very elaborate, kind of on some Sons of Anarchy shit. He kind of reminds me of motherfuckers from Cyberpunk, but like Cyber Psycho. There we go. That's what we're talking about. I feel like he was very different, but you know what I'm saying. Like he also was he went to jail. Yeah. He planned on doing a spoken word album at the time of his death. Also a European tour type shit. Whoa, he had a lot going on. He had a daughter, which was distancing herself from the family. They never married, even though that's kind of weird. In the mid '80s, he became involved with a teenage girl from Garland, Texas. Tracy Denault. Wowzers. It seemed like he was a individualist, anti-authoritarian. Yeah, he was definitely on some Sons of Anarchy shit. His last show was at a small club called the Gas Station, a punk venue in Manhattan. In first-hand account, Michael Bowling, the show ended after 3 songs. When melee broke out, Allin ended up outside, leading a group of fans through the neighborhood. What the fuck? Okay. He walked the streets for almost an hour, eventually to Johnny Puke's apartment. That's a hell of a name. And he continued to party and use drugs along with Johnny Puke. Okay, Allin ingested large amounts of heroin, on which he overdosed and slipped into an unconscious state. Sometime in the early morning of June 28th, Allin died from the effects of his heroin overdose. That's wild. Jesus, bro. All right, so Buddy was out here living his best life. Shit show. Yeah, but I mean, the fact that he went in the hey, what's up with it? Yoski's. Oh, what up, Gifted? My bad. I'm tripping. I was like, wait, crocheter. Oh, yeah, I got you. I'm with you. But yeah, no, that's that's weird. I mean, but this one is kind of like, damn. I mean, he can. I feel. See, you can speak shit on yourself, man. Like that's some crazy shit. Like he spent years talking about death. Years. Like, I mean, how I put this? Don't speak the shit up if you don't want to happen. Because eventually, it's gonna fucking happen. He talked about dying on stage. Basically built part of his identity around self-destruction. And as we know, he didn't die on stage. Um, he died from a heroin overdose in Johnny Puke's apartment, which is wild. Thanks for the like. Appreciate you. What up, Red Man? It's just that's fucking crazy, bro. Like, I don't. I feel like I don't know. I feel like some people talk about it to get themselves at peace with it, but then some people just feel like they in a rush to get there, and that should be wild. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Gifted. But it's like some would say like he predicted his death. Like, nah, that nigga just talked about kicking the bucket a lot. But what up, Melbourne Makeup? But it wasn't like he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna die this day. I'm just gonna go out with a bang. I'm gonna march down the street for an hour and go OD on heroin. I don't think that's the way that shit works. Now, he could have controlled a lot more shit in his life, I feel like, but um I feel like we have to separate like the mythology from the facts and shit. Like we can't really just say like, oh, bro, like we can't write the story, like or overwrite the facts. Like a lot of people want to say he predicted his death, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But I also find it weird that like this is around DJ Screw's birthday. You feel what I'm saying? And that 2 and that 7 in June 27 equals 9. And maybe that was how he was supposed to go out. Like, I guess in control in a way. Yeah, but I mean, he lived his life as he saw fit. He like just based off like what I've seen and read about dude, like it's really some Sons of Anarchy shit. Like just fuck the system type shit. You know what I mean? Not saying he's wrong for it. I'm just saying like he did it in a lot of elaborate ways. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Then we have Princess Diana. This one it has a lot of controversy behind it. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you don't, yeah. Um, July 1st, 1997. She turns 36. And it's widely celebrated and it's public. You feel what I'm saying? At this gala, she's celebrating at the Tate Gallery Centenary. She dressed up, smiling, doing her shit, you know, dignitary shit, taking photos, receiving flowers and cards, surrounded by people, well and alive. She has no reason to think that I have 61 days left on this earth. You know what I mean? But ultimately, that's what exactly happened. July passes, she travels, spends time with her children, just looking to who she was with at that time and who that child may be for. That's all I'm gonna say. But nonetheless, she continues to be her humanitarian self, which is funny because 3 and 6 is 9, and we know what that number deals with. Humanitarian work, humanitarian in the number, and she just so happened to croak. Don't know if it got shit to do with shit, but I'm just saying. What's up, Serious Defect? She takes a vacation. Like most of us would or probably should. You feel me? And she arrives in Paris. Then comes the good old nighttime, and the Mercedes enters the tunnel of tunnels type shit, and the crash happens, and she's critically injured. And despite the efforts to save her, what's up, Auntie Love? What's up, Amy? She dies. August 31st, 1997, 36-year-old, 61 days after her birthday, or 2 months, give or take. Now, it's eerie, yes, but this is the problem. We know the ending now, but Diana didn't. That's the hindsight. And sometimes hindsight can make random events look like they were always connected. But I also feel like somebody wanted her ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say scholar vibe, but no, we just, I'm just saying, like, just certain shit that be going on. You feel what I'm saying? That's all. There's certain shit that don't make sense to me. Because it just don't. You feel me? Like DJ Adam Goldstein, born March 30th, 1973. And guess what? March 30th, 2009. What a great year. He turns 36. And this is a man who's also already survived a plane crash. So, will we dare to say that he's cheated death already? Possibly. I'm just saying. With a plane crash, it's crazy. No. I mean, he's seriously injured, but he survived. And kept doing this shit. Kept DJing, kept working, kept living. Kept moving forward, like Meet the Robinsons. You know what I'm saying? And then the magical date, August 28th. He's found dead in his New York apartment. 36. Now, the medical examiner determined his death was accidental acute intoxication involving multiple substances. Yeah. That's crazy. Multiple substances is crazy. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like the time they should think about suicide and shit, they don't. But any other time they'll just throw it on there. Yeah, that was a suicide and walk the fuck off like it's just easy work. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. And that's where I started getting skeptical of the whole curse shit. I feel like if 36 itself was a problem, then why are the circumstances so different? But they're all kind of fucking eerie in their own way, if that makes sense. I want to go to this is the one I'm going to end with. All right, Kyle Marisa Roth. Now, we're going to bring this shit to the social media era. Thank you for the heat gift. Kyle Marisa Roth. She's a TikTok creator, celebrity commentary, millions of views, a whole career built around talking about the entertainment industry, socialite type energy. You feel me? And then she's gone at 36. And of course, like all the others we talked about before, her final videos look like a regular Kyle content moment. Excuse me. Talking, commentating, being herself, and then silence. Her family initially didn't know exactly what happened. Somehow, some way later, medical findings identified cardiac arrhythmia associated with myocardial fibrosis. But because Kyle spent her career talking about celebrity rumors, the internet immediately started knowing what the internet does. Connecting dots, making theories, going through old posts, looking for clues. And I don't judge nobody for asking questions, because I mean that's what the fuck you're supposed to do. But questions are good. But there's a difference between asking what happened and declaring I know what happened type shit. Without evidence, proof, or facts. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where curiosity turns into misinformation. You feel me? And that's what I kind of try to stay away from. So y'all let me know. Do y'all think this is coincidence or what? Because I feel like there is no perfect moment. Not why did they die at 36, but why do we all keep acting like we know we'll make it at 37? Because none of us does. I don't believe 36 is a curse. It's a number. But life. Life is the real part. So if you're still here at this point, live like you know it. Understand that tomorrow ain't guaranteed type shit. Your next birthday ain't guaranteed. Shit, my birthday on the 16th of September. Only God knows. You feel me? But yeah, just want to break down 36 Club. Finna go ahead, finish my bills and shit. But I'm gonna get up with y'all later. Peace and haggers. I'm out.